Here in the U.S., some parts of the country are already dealing with winter. Others are dealing with wildfires.
Yeah, in California, firefighters are still battling several wildfires. One of those is the Sandalwood fire, burning about 70 miles east of Los Angeles. At least 2 people have lost their lives. Investigators say it started as a trash fire on Thursday. Of course, a lot of burn bans in effect, but some people ignoring those, and then the fire spread. Dozens of buildings damaged or destroyed and hundreds of acres burned. Meanwhile, in the upper Midwest, people there are dealing with snow. Lots of snow. This is video of the snow in North Dakota this weekend. Crews struggling to keep the roads plowed as the winds drifted that snow around. Of course, it's still mid-fall and the leaves are still on the trees, so a lot of power outages as the snow adds up on the trees, and then those fall into power lines and cause even more problems. A little bit early in the year for that, even for that part of the country.
Yeah, I was going to say, you grew up in Minnesota,
yeah.
You worked in Minnesota, but this doesn't even seem right.
Usually they see like the first skiff of snow, an inch or two, not a foot or two, around mid-October. Of course, for us, it's still tropical storm season, so we have to keep an eye on the tropics. We're still tracking Tropical Storm Melissa. It's in the North Atlantic, and this is going to fall apart over the next 24 hours, and even within the last few hours. In the satellite loop, you can see that storm really losing what little organization it has left. A couple other areas that we're continuing to monitor farther south in the tropical Atlantic. One has a low chance of developing in anything organized, just a 10% chance as it makes its way towards the Caribbean. The one farther to the east has a much better chance of developing, but it's going to stay a lot closer to the coast of Africa, so very low odds that that's going to be anything that we have to worry about around here. But it's October, and hurricane season goes through November, so we'll keep an eye on things. Right now, we're keeping an eye on some locally dense fog trying to develop. For the most part, visibilities are okay, but down to under 2 miles right now in Fayetteville. A couple extra minutes on the way out the door. I think these numbers are going to continue dropping as the clouds drop even closer to ground level, and you can see they're already close to that right now in Chapel Hill. 64 degrees at Keene Memorial Stadium, 65 degrees on campus at NC State. A little bit of moonlight kind of trying to filter through that low cloud cover, and these clouds are not going to last all day. They're going to dissipate as we head towards noon, and temperatures will warm up once the sun emerges. Those temperatures are going to drop in the next couple hours. Low to mid-60s in the Triangle right now, 63 Durham, 64 Raleigh, but 50s to the north, 55 Roxborough, and 58 in Henderson. That cooler, drier air, lower humidity is on the way. It's going to make its way in from the northwest as we head through this morning. Still mid-60s farther south, 66 degrees, the warm spot in Irwin, also 66 degrees in Rocky Mount. We'll drop another couple degrees, that patchy fog, cloud cover, kind of keeping temperatures steady for the next few hours. And then as we clear out, we warm back up. Low 70s by noon, upper 70s for highs this afternoon, which is warm for mid-October, but the lower humidity means it will be pleasantly warm this afternoon and just pleasant this evening. Get out for a run, a walk, a bike ride, or just sit outside for a few minutes and enjoy the pleasantly warm weather. That lower humidity air will be much more noticeable a few hours from now, but still kind of muggy as you're heading out the door at the moment. Low 80s more likely for Fayetteville, the Sandhills, the southern coastal plain. Warm, but again, pleasantly warm for us. Temperatures a little cooler as you head north of the Triangle, mid to upper 70s along the Virginia state line. That next chance of rain holds off for about 48 hours or so. We're going to see clear skies this afternoon, clear skies tonight. Lots of sunshine to start the day on Tuesday, but here comes the cloud cover building in throughout the day Tuesday. That next chance of rain knocking on our doorstep, moving in after midnight, and it's going to be here by Wednesday morning. Probably a wet drive to work on Wednesday, but that should move through pretty quickly. Starting to dry out already by midday on Wednesday, and that's going to help to keep the pollen count nice and low through the next several days. So even if you suffer from ragweed this time of year, I don't think you're going to be suffering as much as we head through the upcoming week. Temperatures drop off significantly behind that chance of rain on Wednesday. Only 60s for highs Thursday and Friday. Low temperatures dropping down into the 40s. Haven't said that so far this fall. Back up to the 70s for highs over the weekend, but great weather for the first weekend of the State Fair. Mid-70s for highs Saturday and Sunday. Just a real slight shower chance on Sunday before the next rain chance moves in early next week.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Paul.
And the rain moved out in time for this morning's commute, which is good news.
Yes, that's some great news there. Still be extra careful. There could be some fog in some areas.